Hello, Eagle fans. Well, let me start off with a couple of wonderful still photos. This one, I'd like to thank Mike, a member of our ground crew. This shows Liberty and Guardian soaring together. This was on February 15th, that strange and stressful day. And it goes to show that it appears that Liberty and Guardian are strong and their bond is strong. And this is personally my take on it. I look at this. Oh, by the way, Guardian's the one up top with his legs hanging down and Liberty is below there. But I just think this shows to any other birds in the area that they are strong and a team. The next image I'd like to thank Terry for. Same day as the previous, I guess the 15th. This apparently shows two juveniles or immature eagles, bald eagles. They appear to have different amounts of white feathers in their underwing coverts and undertail coverts. So I certainly can't see every detail from here. And believe me, this is a wonderful photo from Terry. You don't always get to pick how far away the subjects are. And it's magnificent to be able to see these two eagles. They may or may not be the same age. I can't tell from here. Anyway, these two eagles appear to be in a moment where they will briefly flash their talons at each other. Whether this is playful or competitive, I don't know. So I didn't see it, and I'm not that familiar with this sort of activity. Thanks again to Mike and Terry for their images. We are all so fortunate to have a ground crew, all of them, that report and show us what's going on in the territory. Okay, February 16th, 2 days after the egg was laid and 1 day after that strange and stressful day. There was a lot more seeming disruption in the territory, and there was one instance where the egg was uncovered for about 3 hours. Guardian and Liberty both took turns incubating the egg during the daytime hours, and they were both frequently up and off the eggs, seemingly on the chase. You'll see the video clips as they come up. Sometimes they came in or left rather agitated. And the fact that they're coming and going so frequently, I think, says that there is some sort of disruptive activity, whether it's the presence of those juveniles or immatures or subadult bald eagles. I don't know, and we don't have a lot of confirmed reports besides the images that I showed to you. But trying to stick to the facts instead of theories, we know that Guardian and Liberty are off the egg and out of the nest far more than most of us who've viewed this nest over the last 10 to 15 years, far more than we can recall for Liberty and for this nest. So I believe that's a fact. Now, why? Yes, there are some other eagles in the territory. And both Liberty and Guardian have used what is called delayed incubation on the egg, but we've never seen them leave an egg for hours in delayed incubation. So even though delayed incubation may happen, that may not be their full intent here. Delayed incubation is when a bird will either partially, when I say partially, it will incubate the egg part of the time and be off the egg part of the time. And when it's off the egg, I suppose it really doesn't much matter whether the eagle is in the nest or not. But that is a common practice for all eagles, particularly for the first egg in a 2-egg clutch, or for the first couple of eggs in a 3-egg clutch. And what that does is it allows the eggs that are laid earlier to cool down and slow their hatching process, allowing all eggs in the clutch to hatch closer together. So, intentional or not, it's happening. And as far as information goes, I'd like to refer you to my video description, otherwise known as a caption, I guess. At the very bottom of that long description, I am starting to input some links for information. And at the bottom of that caption, there are links regarding delayed incubation and also the outlook for eggs that are left in cold weather. It appears, counterintuitively rather, that as long as the temperature is above freezing and below something fairly warm, and I can't quote it directly, it's like something in the 80s, the egg goes into a state of suspended development. So with the information that I have read and linked, which is still unconfirmed by a secondary source, I have far more hope for this egg to develop and hatch just fine. I can't say that for certain, but check out the information and see for yourself. Provide feedback for whatever you know, whatever you are able to find out. I would really appreciate your feedback. For the rest of this video, you'll see Guardian and Liberty up and down, incubating the egg on and off the nest. So you'll see that there's a fair amount of disruption. And finally things settle down and you'll see Liberty back on the nest for the evening shift. Folks, I appreciate you all. I will get to your comments as soon as I can. I appreciate your viewership and especially your input. I think we all learn from each other here. And that's the point. To learn and to share what we're seeing in nature. Until next time, folks, be safe and be well.